Good morning, world. What's really going on? I ain't got too much going on. About to have me some coffee here in a minute and get to rolling. But listen, here because I need to talk to quite a few of you, a nice rapid amount of you. And what I need to speak to you about is moving off impulsiveness, moving off of impulse, moving at a fast, rapid speed. Right now, I'm going to tell you that moving off of impulse, or I'm going to say impulse is not your friend at this time. Matter of fact, impulse is the enemy right now. What brings this on here is that, give me 1 second here. What brings this on is that things are changing and things are going to be changing, and you can't stop things from changing, and you might be part of the change, whether that means good or bad. But you have a third option that could be neutral if you don't move. A lot of you, I don't know if I want to use the word blindsided or hit with or met with or something. A lot of you are going to stumble up on something, and you're going to be hit with something, or as you might call it, blindsided with something, whatever term you use, didn't see that in the forest. A lot of you are going to be blindsided with something of something. And right now, silence is your best friend. Right now, slow movement is your best friend. Right now is, can I have additional 2 weeks to think about this? Let me get somewhere and calm down. Do I have to give you my answer today? Because right now, you know, I've just been bombarded. I've just been hit with this, and I don't want to say the wrong thing, nor do I want to do the wrong thing, nor do I want to act off my nervous system, because see, my nervous system is in the building right now after hearing this news. I don't want to do something that I'll later regret. I don't want to pay the price of something that I didn't know I was about to be paying the price of. It kind of boils down to that situation. Don't move. What I want you to do is, if you have people that you can trust, and I say if because I don't have anybody I can trust. The only people that I trust and I talk to is my children and my grandchildren, because I really know, after being out here in this world, I really know who has my best interest. And it's my children and it's my grandchildren. And that's it. And it's God. And that's it. And it's the angels. That's it. You're going to be wanting to know if you can reschedule, if you can get some time back, you know, to run through your feelings, to run through your emotions, because right now, could cause you something. You know, you thinking something is causing you a lot, or causing you something right now because you're dealing with it right now and you're going through it right now. That ain't costing you nothing. What you give up is going to cost you everything. I wish I was speaking to somebody. Whatever you have to lose, you might look at it like embarrassment. You might look at it as if shame or something. I don't know how you looking at it. But it's not about embarrassment. It's not about shame. It's about being steady. It's about being stable. It's about being ready. It's about being there. It's about being on time, no matter how you're looked at, no matter who's gossiping. You have to do what you have to do so you can make it. You have to do what you have to do so you can provide. Y'all, I cannot tell y'all numerous of times how I have been whatever has happened to me. But, you know, even to the point where I was hurt and I was injured and I was a horse that had to be set aside out of the race, or I was an NBA player, I was an NFL player that had to sit on the sidelines and watch the game and not be in the game, and I was the #1 star. You doing too much. We're going to take her out the game. And, you know, I felt some type of way because I was sitting out on the sideline watching. And I didn't feel like the star no more. You see what I'm saying? But there was always something in the back of my head that said, okay, you sitting on the sideline. The sideline is better than being out the game. I wish I could talk to somebody. Guilt and shame and embarrassment ain't a friend to nobody. They got a job to do. Make you feel guilty. Make you feel embarrassed. Make you feel ashamed. That's what they here to do their job. Ain't nobody mad at nobody showing up for doing their job. At least I ain't. You see what I'm saying? But whatever this thing is, or whoever this thing is about, or whatever this thing is, or whatever, I don't know what this thing is. I kind of do to a degree, but I'm not going to get into that because they'll take me so far from my journey and what I'm saying. And there's other people in line waiting to get to me. And there's other people I have to diagnose. I'm not going to deal with that. Not right now. But what I'm going to ask you to do, back to what I was saying, before you make this move, I want you to huddle up about 5 or 6 people that you can trust. Some that's younger, like I said, kids and grandkids. Some that's older, you know, grandma, granddad that's elderly, you know, auntie. I want you to talk to them in the midst of you asking for some time to figure this out. And out of all of these people, 3 to 5 people that you trust, I want you to say, I want you to know that out of these 5 people, they might tell you something wrong. They might have your best interests. They might be rooting for you, and they could be rooting against you. They might give you mixed signals and mixed messages because a part of them is happy for you, and a part of them is jealous of you, and a part of them is leaning on you, and a part of them wants you to fall down. Out of these 5 people that you get this information from, of advice, don't be shocked if you really find out where their hearts is, because they might have been praying for this to happen to you, or they really could be trying to help you, or like I said, they feel half and half about this. If you don't like anything that any of them are saying, I promise you this. You're going to be able to pull bits and pieces out of which all of them are saying, and you'll be able to conjure your own bowl of gumbo. You'll be able to make your own Louisiana rice, huh? You'll be able to make your own grandmama's shape and come up with something. That puts you, when you have to go back and settle for the agreement, when you have to go back and take that plea bargain where you say, okay, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Don't move on impulsiveness at this moment. I'm telling you, impulsiveness will kill you. Impulsiveness will take you out. Impulsiveness will set you somewhere outside of something, because you looking at what you have. You looking at what you losing. You looking at what now was stopping you to gain something. I want you to understand when God got his hand in it, you ain't losing nothing. Muscle and brain and intelligence and wisdom always pays off. Hard work always pays off. And if you go the long route, Father is going to come pick up the slack. That ain't no problem. See, that's why you making an impulse decision right now, because you looking at who going to come pick up the slack. You don't worry about the slack. You don't worry about who coming to pick up the slack. I'm telling you who coming to pick up the slack. Father coming to pick up the slack. You just keep on going. You just keep on cutting grass. You just keep on shucking corn. You just keep doing what you're doing. And when you look back after a while, them hubs are going to be picked up. That dirt and that gravel going to be picked up. You ain't even going to know who picked it up. Father going to pick it up. And you know how you going to pick it up in the physical realm. If you can't see that far, you're going to look up the wind and going to blow it away. Ha! You're going to look up, cars going to be coming by. And when the car's going to take. You worried about things that ain't got nothing to do with you. You worried about things that ain't none of your business. So again, I'm going to say to you, if something hits you, and it will, we're in protagonist energy. And what protagonist energy means, it's happening right now. This ain't no next 2 weeks. This ain't no, this shit popping right now, boo. And for some of you, if it hasn't popped right now, it will pop next week. Don't make no solid decisions because you can see today. That's all you can see. You can't see tomorrow. But out those people that you went to advice for, they're going to show you something. Even if the ones that's hating and don't want to see you, they're going to show you something without even knowing that they're showing you anything. You'll know what to do with that. And when you get back to the table to make the agreement and sign on the dotted lines, you're going to feel so happy that you waited. You're going to feel so happy that you didn't move off an impulse, that you didn't move off your first nature of instinction. You're going to be so happy because at the time, you didn't know what you were thinking. The goal is to stay in the game. The penalty is the sideline. The failure is to be out the game. I love you. Every day I love you.